in projects with deadlines looming and no clear way to keep everything on track? Trust me, you're not alone. We have all been there and done that. But what if we told you there's a way to manage all that chaos?
New managers jump into their roles excited to take new challenges only, and then they quickly realize that handling multiple projects at once is a big task, and they
Multiple times also, right? Like even if it is bad news, you need to give that bad news earlier itself, so that people
Right.
can adjust and give you an alternate for that. I haven't seen in like last 30 years of my experience that one project would have gone according to the plan. We have to adjust. So anyone who's managed projects knows this. So
they don't communicate well, and if they are not properly or well aligned, the whole thing could fall apart.
hey everyone, welcome to Tech Samvad, where we dive deep into tech and management world and help you stay ahead in your career. So managing one project can be tough, right? But handling multiple at the same time, that's a whole different beast. So what if I told you that there is a way to turn that chaos into smooth, efficient, and be successful at that? So ever feel like you're drowning in projects with deadlines looming and no clear way to keep everything on track? Trust me, you're not alone. We have all been there and done that. But what if we told you there's a way to manage all that chaos and still come out on top? Whether you're new to management or a seasoned pro, today's episode will give you the roadmap to turn confusion into clarity. Today we are cracking open the secret playbook that top managers use to juggle multiple projects without losing their mind. So welcome to Project Management 101, or you can say Program Management 101, your guide to mastering the art of handling it all. So this is Program Management 101, where we break down strategies you need to just survive but thrive also. So managing multiple projects is not a difficult project. So let's dive in. I'm Pramesh.
Hello everyone, I'm Shalin here, and today we are going to discuss an important topic which almost every new manager or program manager or project manager face, right? And they struggle with these kind of challenges. It is called, let's start with Program Management 101. So, Ramesh, let's discuss about it.
Exactly. So program management, it sounds complicated, challenge, but it's crucial if you want to run multiple projects effectively and deliver real value, then program management is something that you need to know. So today we are going to break it down for you step by step. And by the end of this episode, we hope you'll know how to approach program management like a pro.
So now a lot of new managers jump into their roles excited to take new challenges only, and then they quickly realize that handling multiple projects at once is a big task, and they can feel like, I want to term it as a herding cats.
Herding cats, yeah. That's the perfect analogy. So much is happening at once, right? And without a plan, things can spiral out of control. That's like very relatable. So you end up feeling like you are just constantly putting out fires. That's a very common thing that you experience, isn't it?
Yeah, very true. But need not to worry. I mean, we are here, and we have been doing all these things since so many years. You all are with the expert hands here. So today, what we are going to do, we are going to show you how program management can help you to stay on top of things, avoid chaos, mitigate risk, and actually make your life and make your program more easy and execute your all program smoother.
Exactly. So let's dive right in. So what is program management and why is it so important? Essentially, like program management is about overseeing a group of related projects, aligning them with your business goals, and ensuring that they work together very smoothly. So that's what like basic program management is all about.
All your projects to thrive. Instead of focusing on projects individually, you look at them as a part of a larger cohesive strategy. That kind of strategy is going to help also.
Right, right. So you are not just a project manager, right? Overseeing one specific task. You're basically like thinking big picture, making sure all projects align with your goals and resources and work together efficiently. Your budgets are on time, your scope is on time. So all of that you have to think about for not just for one project, but for multiple projects at the same time.
Yeah, sure. So let's talk about the key components of program management. First up is defining clear goals, your objectives. Without clear goal, you are like flying blind. So this is a very crucial step which we need to pay attention. And it's like getting a car and driving with no destination in mind. So we need to define a clear goal and our what we are going to work for, objective.
Yeah, totally. Like with clear goals, you give your project direction and everything. Everyone like knows what they are working towards, right? And next, you have to also got to align your resources. right? That means like making sure your budgets, your team, and your technology are all being used in the right places. So no one wastes, no one wants to waste time or money for that matter, right? So you have to look at that and be cognizant that what's going on that front.
And one more important aspect is, Pramesh, is about managing stakeholders, right? So
Yeah.
keeping all required stakeholders in the loop is very critical for your success of program. And to if you are going to get them in loop, you are going to get their support, and you will ensure that they stay happy, they stay aligned with your defined objectives and with the progress also. So, I mean, if you are going to follow this stakeholder management strategy, trust me, this will be one of the main pillar for your success of program. And for stakeholder management, communication is the key.
And Shannon, like we have seen it multiple times also, right? Even if it is bad news, you need to give that bad news early itself, so that people
Right.
can adjust and give you an alternate for that. What happens is many people actually like try to prolong
Right.
that, see if we can somehow mitigate that, but that doesn't happen, and then things blow up, and the program or the projects are actually affected. So you should never do that. And communication, like Shalin said, is the key. You need to be effective in what you communicate and be crisp and clear about that. So now let's move on to planning. One of the biggest mistakes new managers make is thinking that program management is just about handling day-to-day issues, but it's actually about taking a step back and thinking strategically, like what's going on for the whole project, for the whole program, and thinking from that perspective, and then coming up with the whole plan for that matter.
Exactly. It is not just putting out fires as they are popping up, right? So it's not an issue resolution only. It's all about planning to prevent those issues or fires in the place, right? A good program manager thinks proactively. And you should learn from your historical mistake also, right? Apply that knowledge and learning to your program management. And you should constantly look for ways to make your processes smoother and eliminate all known inefficiency. There can be unknown stuff, right? So that will be a learning process.
So that brings us to adaptability, right? So things rarely go according to plan. I haven't seen in like last 30 years of my experience that one project would have gone according to the plan. We have to adjust. So anyone who's managed projects knows this. So you have got to stay flexible and adapt when challenges come your way. So that is the most important thing. You cannot be say, okay, I'll just go according to the plan. You'll have to change your.
So the big question is, Pramod, how to do that, right? So, so let me share some insight here. So you can do it by keeping your communication with all your
Exactly.
stakeholders
Right.
open, transparent. Keep your communication flowing with your team, your all stakeholders, and even clients also. Yeah, sometimes some communication we need to hide from client, but try to be transparent with your client. And the more open and the more transparent your program management will be, your success rate will be very very high. It will be very easier to pivot when things going wrong, right? Because you're communicating your progress, you're communicating each and every step. So if things go south, communicate that also, and then build mitigation strategy or recovery plan. Is what we say.
And one of the biggest mistakes I think that we do as program managers and project managers is that we only talk, we don't listen. So we don't listen to the stakeholders, we don't listen to the clients. I think one of the biggest things that we should do is that we should keep our ears open. We should listen to what the client is saying and then accordingly act on that. So what you said, Shalin, exactly right. And don't be afraid to course correct, right? Whenever needed, you need to change. Program management is a dynamic process. It's not a fixed process that you put in and then you go according to that plan only.
Yeah, very true. So, hey, Pramesh, let's talk about some real life example which we faced, right? So, that's going to help our users, right, in their learning process. So, imagine you are managing a product which is going to be launched, and you have got a development team, you have a marketing team, and you have a customer service team also working on the different aspect of the project, right? And if they don't communicate well, and if they are not properly or well aligned, the whole thing could fall apart, right? So this we face many times in our professional career.
Right, right,
So,
absolutely.
so can you share some of those kind of information or your experience here
Yes,
so
I mean,
that our viewers?
the product could be delayed because of that, right? So, marketing campaigns could launch too early, or worse, like customer service might not be even prepared for post-launch inquiries. So, but when with program management as a program manager, you ensure all teams work together towards the same goal with the same timeline, and everyone is like gelled together as a team. So people know exactly what they need to do and when they need to do. So that's very
Yeah,
important.
yeah, it is all about creating a structured approach, Ramesh, here. And
Yes.
this structured approach will help you to stay on top of everything. And when you manage multiple projects also, you will be able to deliver things that individually projects could never achieve alone. So you need to create a structure. Again, key aspect is your planning. Identify your goals and you plan accordingly. So that's the main point here.
Yeah, right. So let's recap. Program management is just not about juggling projects. It's about aligning them with your goals, making the most of your resources, and keeping everyone informed about them. It's communication, after all, right? Strategic planning and uh, adaptability of your things. They are all wrapped into one big thing, which is program management.
And don't forget one thing, one important thing here, which is program management is about delivering real business value.
Yes.
At the end of the day, if you are not focused on outcomes, define outcome, which we document in or finalize in the beginning of our program, you are not achieving anything, right? You're missing the points.
Right. Exactly.
And that's where the real magic of program management happens. Driving meaningful changes and achieving something bigger than just the sum of individual projects. So this is the key aspect of the program management. Always
Yes, Alan, couldn't have
take
said
over.
that better. So we hope today's episode helped you get a better understanding of program management. We didn't actually go into too much depth, but if you want, we can actually talk about individual areas also. So let us know, and let us also know how you can apply it in your career. And if there's anything, then we can definitely talk about that.
Yeah, and if you find this guiding points helpful, please don't forget to subscribe our channel, share your feedback, like our channel, so that we will start communicating you well. Again, communication is the key we just discussed. So thank you for listening to us and watching for us.
So stay tuned for a next episode where we dive into project management, coding, testing, and strategies to help you level up your skills even further. So thanks for watching. Stay tech focused and keep on doing tech samvad. See you next time. Thank you very much.
Bye bye.